which knocks out most eating out experiences.
You look pretty.
So do you.
For an old lady.
I didn't say that.
You know, I took a nap this afternoon. It was like a death nap, coma kind of nap. You know, it was like,
Were you slobbering?
God, probably.
What happened to me?
I'm so
I took a
tired.
nap before the drive yesterday, and I was like,
Oh, God.
it was fast.
Yeah, so now I just feel kind of like
Oh, there's a weird
bleary-eyed, you know.
teaser.
Some naps are great,
Yeah,
but this one was like,
yeah. Feel doped afterwards.
I think I'm allergic to my dogs.
That's highly possible.
Really?
Probable even.
We have three dogs. I vacuum almost every day. I should vacuum every
go
day.
in your
It's
bed?
disgusting. Yeah.
And when you wake up, are you more congested?
I don't get so congested as much as, I have like just
Drainage.
yeah, an itchy eye, tired eye. But it could also be that. But who knows?
I have one dog, and I can't keep up with her hair. And she looks like she has no hair. It's a very, very strange phenomenon. Like, how can you shed so
Yeah.
much when your hair is like super thin?
Is it a yes? What kind of dog?
It's a mix.
Yeah. But like,
Terrier or something Dalmatian mix.
but short hair?
But it's short.
Yeah, that's how
But
my
it's
dog
white.
Blue, he's a boxer mix, and it is this white hair everywhere.
It's
Yeah, but
crazy.
he's brown.
Like, you should be like completely skinned with as much hair as you're losing. Where's it?
And I get good sunlight in my house,
And you
so
can
I
see
can
it.
see him shake off in the house, and it's just like, it's disgusting.
There's no winning. There's no winning.
The sweet babies.
We're not doing Wilhelm Rose.
I like that.
Oh, we're not doing that one?
All right, is everybody ready? Welcome to St. Paul's for this Christmas concert. My name is Scott Jesse. I'm the senior warden here. I've always been impressed by how the weather always cooperates with Episcopalians. I don't know why that is. You might wonder about that tonight, but I feel we needed a little Arctic nip in the air to tell you it is Christmas time. Advent starts, and I hope you enjoy the music. Few little things is there's a donation platter out by the door. I've noticed that most of you have already given something. Thank you very much. If you don't give anything, that's all right. We're still glad you're here, especially on a night like tonight. If you got out here, thank you. There is a restroom right around the corner of that door, in case you need it. We've had this quartet perform here before, and they're very popular, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sure you will enjoy this evening's show. I would just like to thank all the people that made it possible, the Vestry of St. Paul's for agreeing to it, and several people, Mother Stephanie, of course, who assigned me to take care of it. I want to thank her for that. And also Gwen Temple, who always does our publicity and always does a great job for it. Rachel Minnick, who took some time out of a busy family day today to help us set up the soundboard and get all the equipment keyed in. And all the merchants and people around town who allowed us to put up our little posters for it. So I think you're ready to begin, and I think Steve is too.
Thank you, everybody. I'm Steve Holman, and we are Summit Strings. We're just tickled to death to get to see everybody. It's so nice to see all the people we know come out on a nice chilly evening. So we hope we'll play some tunes that warm you up here or there. So that was, of course, Deck the Halls. I had a date with ChatGPT today. I made myself some notes here. This next tune that we'll do for you is Feliz Navidad. What year would you say this tune was written?
Oh, that's
Pretty close. You're pretty close. 1970. She was right there. So I have heard this tune my whole life. It's synonymous with me for Christmas. Jose Feliciano, if I can say his name correctly, and I did hear a story. It was on NPR. He recorded it, and he said in the first year it didn't do anything, and he was on a plane somewhere in Russia, and he heard the guy loading the bags singing his song, like whistling it. So he said, maybe this thing's taking off. So I think he's done okay just by this song, and I did find several others. So Feliz Navidad, what's that going to sound like with a string quartet? We'll see. All right, we had to think bossa nova on that one, and just to find the right number there. We went up to Whitful, Virginia yesterday and did a Christmas show up there. They have a thing called a Whit County Christmas, a Christmas to remember, and it's like Tanglewood. You drive through, so this was the second year they brought us up there, and it was really nice to get to do that. I'll have these guys introduce themselves briefly here. I'm going to pass the mic to our violist, Maria. Maria, how did you come to play the viola? What brought you here tonight?
Well, I grew up outside of Boone in Vilas, if y'all know where that is, Sugar Grove area. And my dad taught piano at App, so I was born there, but they were not. So they were brought to by the university, and he taught classical piano. And my mom was an opera singer, so I kind of grew up in very heavily classical tradition, and so I was, it was expected that I'd play an instrument, and so I started on violin. And then when I was about 10, they needed violas in the orchestra. And so at school, and I was like, oh, that sounds fun. Because my sister and my brother played violin, that was kind of boring. And so yeah, that's how I got my start playing the viola.
All right.
Yeah.
And so we'll play a little bit, talk a little bit. Yeah. And so sometimes on the weddings, and again, we're going to play over 40 weddings this year, not that anybody's counting. Keeps us off the streets and out of trouble. On the weekends, we need that. But Maria can actually play violin too, and so sometimes I send her out as a quartet, and she's playing V1. So she could do V2, viola, and probably cello too. So we may be sending her out more. Let's do Simple Gifts. This is one of my favorite. I guess, would you call this one a hymn? Simple Gifts? I found it first in Aaron Copland's Appalachian Spring. That's where I heard it, and I was totally blown away and loved it. But again, if me and ChatGPT had a date together today, this says it was written in 1848, and the composer was Shaker Elder Joseph Brackett of Maine, and it was originally a Shaker dance song. So let's see what happens with Simple Gifts here. 1934. Strangely enough, a lot of these songs came up with Christmas tunes around the Great Depression. It celebrates winter and not the holiday itself. Over 200 recordings, so it feels like a winter wonderland out there today, right? So it's kind of appropriate. Me? I'll tune. I've been asked to tune, so somebody else has to talk. Lacey, it's your turn.
Hi. I'm from Boone. I've been playing violin since I was 11, only because it was cheaper than a cello. I have two grandparents that were music teachers, so that was a big influence growing up, and I'm still playing today. Been playing with Steve for 11 years, which is pretty crazy, yeah.
Just a baby.
That's cute.
So let's see. So Lacey, that would put you about, what did you say, 11 years? So about 14?
Right.
2014? I just, 2014. So I met Maria about 2021, I believe, and you had just moved back from Georgia, right? Okay. All right. We'll just let a little bit more information go as we go out through the show here. Let's do a medieval tune.
Can we all tune though? Not just you.
Yeah. So this next one, we're going to take a moment and tune to make sure we're all of our A's are together. But we're going to do O Come Emmanuel. And my information said this goes all the way back to the 6th, maybe the 8th century. And a medieval French chant. And then we got an English version around 1851. So another one that I just really equate with Christmas here. Let us get on the same page for tuning, and we'll play this tune for you.
Mine's good if you need it.
flat when it gets cold.
All right, Joy, you're on the spot here.
Well, good evening. Thank you all for coming out tonight. My name is Joy, playing violin today. Also grew up in a musical family. My mom was a church pianist, and she grew up every Sunday afternoon singing with her family around the piano, Southern gospel. So 4-part harmony, and grandparents played, couldn't read music. It was all G major and foot stomping, and a good time. But then, yeah, she wanted us to continue studying music, so my siblings and I all got to get up in church and sing regularly. And then actually I had a retired nun from Canada, Ontario area, moved to Florida, which was where I am from, and she started a Suzuki School of Music there. And I saw them play, and I was like, that's what I want to do. And so violin kind of started there. I was 13 at the time, and I've continued doing it, and I love it and appreciate it. Glad to have listeners and an audience, of course. I'm actually not in Boone. I'm in Newland, very small, past Boone a ways, Linville area, and a teacher there in the schools, elementary. So glad you're all here tonight.
And I met Joy for the first time probably around 2017. I went to the Boone Mall and did some cello busking. I was sitting out playing for tips, and this nice lady comes and says, "Do you play with a band?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And so it's history ever since. And Joy has played with me, and Joy has done V1, V2, and viola at different times in the quartet. So and Joy could do cello probably too with just a little practice. So we'll do another tune for you. How would this one rank in your Christmas tunes? Carol of the Bells. Would that be high on your list? All right, if it's high on your list, then we have to do a really good job. So I did know this one was Ukrainian and composed around 1914 and got its... came to the U.S. around 1922 and just took off from there. It says a top Christmas choral standard worldwide. So one of the most recognizable Christmas songs. So we'll try and do it justice for you. Carol of the Bells. So I'll tell you a little bit about how this kind of came together for me. I started as an old-time fiddler, and it was through continuing ed classes through Wilkes Community College. And if you know me, I teach for the college now, math instructor. In fact, I have one of my students right here on the front row. She gets extra credit for coming to see me, my show, Math 143. Thank you, Valerie, for coming out. Thank you, Jaden. Started out as an old-time fiddler. It was through the college, and back then they did banjo, like clawhammer banjo, old-time fiddle, and guitar. And they taught it where the high school is now in Ash. It was the Career Center then. And so I started as an old-time fiddler, and it was all by ear, and enjoyed that. But then when I got to Wilkes Community College around 1993, back then they had a music program, and you could do your first 2 years of a music program at the college. And there's a gentleman there, director of the music program, named Jerry Bangle. And Jerry was a cellist. And I started taking music classes and soaking it up, and well, I guess the rest is history. I fell in love with the cello, and it was time for me to switch because I could get fiddle sounds on it, I could get bass sounds and all the other sounds. So yeah, I went off to school and thought I wanted to be a double major, math and music ed, and they were going to make me student teach twice way back when, and I didn't like that idea. And student teaching in math was hard enough, and I looked around the world at that time and I saw a lot of really talented, starving musicians. And so that kind of made me rethink the whole music as a day job kind of thing. But it worked out for me because I get to do, I get to play with these really talented people, and we'll do, as I said, about 40 weddings. I did check my Excel spreadsheet before I came in, and this is Summit Strings' 67th show for 2025 in some fashion. And this way I get to say, 60 tonight. We're not done tonight. This way I get to say 6-7, right? Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Maybe somebody will teach me what that means. I'm still trying to figure it out. All right. We better play some more music for you after that. And that last one wasn't really a Christmas song either, right? Let it snow, but it can snow around Christmas. So we had a wedding where a bride requested a song, and most of the time when people request a song, 90% of it we already have the music. They wanted a string quartet arrangement of just the two of us. Bill Withers. Anybody want to take a year, what year that one was, just the two of us? It was actually, I think 81, recorded in 81, and it won a Grammy in 82. Yeah. So, we fell in love with this tune. And so, notice on these Christmas tunes, we're playing some real jazzy stuff. We're all playing different rhythms. This one really goes out there with the rhythm. So, let's see what would a string quartet arrangement of just the two of us, Bill Withers, sound like. And this was the bride's processional, I believe. She came into this. Joggle this. All right, this next one is a pretty famous hymn, I Vow to Thee My Country, and it's actually from Holst Jupiter. I got to play it, I guess, for the first time at App as an undergrad, playing with Appalachian Symphony, and just fell in love with it. So we'll try something. We'll try to build it in unison here with some instruments, and then we'll go into our parts. We'll see what happens. Music right there. One moment here, let me get back. All right, we'll play some more Christmas music now. So it's "I Vow to Thee My Country" is the name of the hymn. It was originally composed as the chorale from Jupiter. So if you, the planet's Jupiter, but "I Vow to Thee My Country" will get you the name. I did look up information. That was played at Princess Diana's wedding and her funeral. So pretty important piece of music there. When was that written? That's a good question. Let's ask ChatGPT. The poem was written around 1908, and the music composed by Gustav Holst around 1921. Yeah. All right, so we say we are a classical string quartet. We do weddings, funerals, barbecues, and bar mitzvahs. And now offering quinceañeras. Okay, we actually haven't got a quinceañera yet. We hope to get one. We've been inquired a couple times. But yeah, we're pretty lucky. For about, what would you say, 8-9 months out of the year, we stay busy on the wedding circuit. And then the wedding music gets a little stale by this time. and then we get to transition to Christmas music, and it's a lot more fun for us. So again, feel free to ask us any questions or something comes to mind, burning desire for questions. We have some interesting wedding stories that some we can tell, some we can't. What's the joy of the world? Tell them about all the different sizes and shapes of viola can come in. Because there's like 15-inch violas and like 17-inch violas. And you might even hold your viola next to Lacey's violin. Ah, yes. And you can see it's a viola. It is bigger.
So there's no standardized size for a viola. This one is 16 3/4, and that's, the length here. So the width of this one is pretty fat. It's a wide viola. So they're not all this shape. You can have them narrower or longer. There's people I know that have like a 17-inch, which is just miserably painful. But yeah. So it speaks. It's a little slower to respond. We have the same strings as the violin, the A, D, and G. Which are the lowest strings on the violin. And then we have this added C string, and we have no E string, which when I said earlier that the violin is boring, that was a lie. The violin is not boring. I really do prefer the lower frequencies. I think the E string kind of gets me sometimes. But so we got this nice low C string, and we're tuned an octave above the cello. Yeah, so it's the same tuning, essentially. If you understand the octave is, just double the frequency then. So there you go.
And I like the bumper sticker. Viola. It's like a violin, except cooler.
I don't know that one.
Gotta get you one.
Oh, shoot. What number?
Try to. What child this is? I'll play one more on guitar here just because I like to play guitar sometimes. And this one, What Child Is This? Green Sleeves. Really listen for the viola. Most of the time in the quartet, the V1 has the melody. Occasionally we pass it around, but Maria gets a really nice melody here. So you really get to feature the viola. We'll get a little quieter and let the viola come out on this one.
No pressure.
shot now. We'll just keep playing. Let's do, what we got on our list? Frosty? Oh yeah, I did write some notes on Frosty here. When was Frosty the Snowman written? That's pretty close. It was written in 1950. And of course, Gene Autry had a big hit with it, Singing Cowboy. And of course, I know it from the TV special, 1969, CBS, I believe. And so that one was not stop motion animation like Rudolph. It was animation. So Frosty, let's see what happens here. After I find it, number 3. And I get to do something really cool in this one. In our classical music, I never get to slide notes. See if you'll listen for this. In this tune, I get to go. I get to do that. And it's, yeah, that's how I feel too. When we're playing our nice classical music, we never get to slide notes. And it's like the most liberating thing in the world. I got to play my slide. We never get to do that. All right, we'll just play another one. Santa Claus is coming to town for you. for you. You guys okay if we go play a little more for you? All right, we'll just keep playing then until somebody objects. Let's do Santa Claus. We did that. Let's do Wish You a Merry Christmas in the traditions. And if anybody would like to find us, we do have a website, summitstrings.com. We're on the Facebook, Instagram. We've got some videos on YouTube. So you can find us out and about. Yep. Not too bad. Which is what number? Number 3. Thank you guys for coming out tonight and making us feel like a band. We're going to play one more for you. How about a big round of applause for St. Paul's for hosting tonight? So yeah, it's really nice for us after playing the 40 plus weddings to play something that isn't a wedding. So thank you so much for coming to see us. We're going to do. Did you bring the sheet music with you? Next year, we'll play Four Seasons for you, if we're lucky enough to get to come back. We'll finish with a pop tune. This is actually one of my favorites, Jingle Bell Rock. And so we'll see what happens.
I don't know. Or
Which one?
Low How Rose. Which ones did we do in the?
It's not my beat.
Or Janetta Isabella. Oh, putting him on the spot.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. We'll give you a nice slow one here to go out. Which is what number?
It's pretty. 6.
Thank you. All right, tell me about this tune, Maria.
I don't know. Praetorius.
All right.
It's old.
All right.
Does everyone know this?
Low Howard Rose.
So we're working on this arrangement. So
See what happens.